Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming at you with another Wargaming in miniature video. In this video, we're going to be talking about dragons. All things dragons. No, not really. We're just going to be talking about Dungeons and Dragons. There are 42 different dragons in Dungeons and Dragons. Now, I say this because there are 5 chromatic dragons and there are 5 metallic dragon types for a total of 10. And then there are 4 sizes of each dragon, giving you a total of 40. And then at the top of the food chain, you've got Bahamut and Tiamat, and they are the Lord and Queen, or the King and Queen of the dragons. So a total, if you wanted to get one of every size and every color, you would need 42 dragons. Okay, I'm well on my way to doing that. I didn't realize that I was well on my way to do that, but I am. And if you've noticed, in the last few weeks, I've uploaded 3 videos on painting dragons. So I thought it was a good opportunity for me to kind of share where I'm at in my dragon collection. Okay, so let me say this. About 2 years ago, when I was running a D&D campaign called Horde of the Dragon Queen, I made a promise to myself that I was going to buy about 1 dragon every month or every 2 weeks or something like that. I was going to get a dragon every 2 weeks. Okay, and I figured by the time the year was out, I would have like 20 or 30 dragons, right? So I figured that'd be great. Well, it's 2 years later. I did not fulfill that dream because I had moved on and bought other things like giants and elementals and all kinds of other miniatures. So I didn't focus on dragons like I wanted to. But I did get quite a few dragons. I mean, I got these 3 are I'm trying to remember. They are D&D dragons, but they came from the Attack Wing set. And they labeled them as like adult dragons or something like that, but they are clearly not adult dragons. And we're going to go over the size differences between these dragons. And then on these flying dragons, like these 3 right here, and yeah, maybe just these 3 right here, and I think this one as well, this white one, all came from Tyranny of Dragons, the booster boxes, right? Okay. A couple of these dragons I bought specifically, like this white dragon and a couple of these red dragons, and then, but we're going to go over all of the and that wormling right there, but we're going to go over that. Okay, so a 1-inch square dragon, or a dragon on a 1-inch base, is a wormling. And a wormling, this is actually a white dragon wormling, right? It's on a 1-inch base like it's supposed to be. It's about the right size. It's about the same size as a large cat, like a lion or a tiger. There we go. I just grabbed a hellhound. So this white dragon is about the same size as a hellhound with wings. So, like a large dog or something like that. A wolf or something. Yeah, I'm trying to get you in the right size category. Okay, so if this is a wormling, and I take this black dragon and I compare it to that white dragon, the body size and tail length and head size is all about exactly the same size. So I mounted it on a 1-inch base. It comes with a 1-inch base, and I mounted it on a 1-inch base. That's a wormling. Same thing with this blue dragon. Same thing with this green dragon. Yeah, the wings make it look a lot bigger, but when you compare the body size, it's a wormling. Okay, so that's where I'm at with the black, the white, the blue. I don't have a wormling for the red dragons. I need to get a wormling for the red dragons. I need to make a list. That's partially why this video is out. I'm going to get a 3x5 card and write down all the dragons that I need, but I do need a wormling for the red dragons. Okay, so that and also all the metallics. I have very few metallic dragons. Okay, so then the next size up is young dragon. A young dragon is on a 2x2 base, and this dragon here is pretty big. I said, wow, that's a young dragon. That almost feels like an adult dragon. You know, because if that's a young dragon, these are labeled as adult dragons, you know, so, or these are labeled as young dragons, and these two dragons are about the same size, if not exactly the same size. So this guy is probably, I mean, it just says white dragon. So I had to, knowing that it's on a 2-inch base, we know it's young. This one came as a young dragon, but the base was 3 inches. So a 3-inch dragon is an adult dragon, and a 2-inch dragon is a young dragon. But these two dragons are almost exactly the same size. Well, actually, this green one is slightly larger, actually. And this black one is, yeah, okay, so they are bigger. So this is a young dragon. This white dragon is a young dragon. This green dragon is a young green dragon. It's from the Dragon Collector's set 3 of 5. I must have got this one on like in a miniature sale or something. Yeah, these guys could be the same size. And then I have these two red dragons. This one is on a 2x2. It's called Young Red Dragon, like it's supposed to, right? But this one is on like 1.5 inches. And it's just called Large Red Dragon. So this was before 5th edition, obviously. And then these three are gold, bronze, and copper. I don't have a silver, gold, bronze. There's a brass dragon and a silver dragon that I don't have. Don't have any of those. Okay. Sorry. Jumping around. There's a couple of dragons that I made for my campaign. I wanted a huge blue dragon that I needed for the Storm King's Thunder, which is the giants. But there was a dragon involved. And so I needed a huge blue dragon. This is on a 4x4 square painter's palette. This is not a D&D dragon. Whoop, see the mouth? This is not a D&D dragon. This came, I think, orange, I think. I primed it. Okay, it's got some dust on it. I primed it and repainted it. And I think I did a video where I did that with this model. You can go and check. I did the same thing with this green dragon. This is a green, huge dragon. These two dragons I bought as toys at Hobby Lobby. They had a number of dragons, and I picked a couple of them out that I thought looked good. And then I primed them and painted them and put them on a base. These dragons are not D&D dragons, but I'm making them into D&D dragons. Okay, so the green, if I count this as my huge, this is my adult, so 4-inch, 3-inch. I have a 2-inch and a 1-inch. So green is complete. I have everything I need for green. Blue, I only have huge and medium, which is, I only have the largest and the smallest. But that's not true because I do have one of these Knowles or blue dragons on the way. So I'm going to have an adult. The only one I'll need is the young. Okay, I decided it was time to write it down. Blue, I need the young. Young 2-inch dragon. Okay, when it comes to white, I have the 1, the 2, and the 3-inch dragons. So I'm not going to buy a Knowles' 3-inch because I already have this one. But I do need a huge white. So, all right, now when it comes to the black, again, I only have 2. It's not true. I'm going to get to another type of dragon that I have. But black, I need the huge 4-inch, but I also need the 2-inch, the young. Okay, so I need 2 black dragons because I have the small and like the adult. So I'm missing the large or the huge and the large. Okay, in green I'm complete, so I can just put green and then a check mark. Great. Now when it comes to red, I bought this beautiful gargantuan red dragon. It's actually a Pathfinder model, but it's still great. But I don't have the 3-inch red dragon. So we're going to go red adult 3-inch, and I also don't have a wormling 1-inch. Okay, so there's still a couple of reds I need, even though I could probably, no I can't, they're too large. Okay, so we're not going to talk about the metallics just yet. I play this game, or have played this game called Descent. Descent comes with a couple of dragons, right? And these dragons are on oval bases. But they would be so easy for me to put that on a 3-inch base and then paint it up however I want. In this case, I could paint it up as one of my red 3-inch dragons, right? Or I could, if I wanted, I could paint it up as a 3-inch metallic dragon. I have 2 of them. This is a 3-inch base, and this fits, like perfectly on a 3-inch base. I could probably even take it off of its own base and mount it directly to this base. So I had used this as a green dragon until I got this one, and I had used this as a black dragon until I got this one. So now that I have those two, these two are freed up to be some other dragons. Oh, I said 42. Well, I meant 43 because there is another type of dragon. It's the dragon turtle. I totally forgot about that. Well, this is the dragon turtle that I bought. This is a Reaper model, and you can find this video on my channel as well where I paint it. Yeah, and I just glued it onto one of my 3-inch bases. Yeah, I just mounted it on a wooden base. Okay, now my metallic dragons, the gold dragon, all I have is the young. Okay, so let's make a... I need a 1, I need a 3, and a 4, because I have the 2-inch. Copper. Yep, same thing actually. I need a 1, a 3, and a 4. That's if I want a complete set. Bronze. I need a 1, a 3, and a 4 because I have 2 2s. But I liked this one flying, and I liked this one walking. And if you know anything about the Storm King's Thunder, there's a couple of dragons in that module, and they're brothers. And so that's why I got 2 of them, really. Okay, so I think there's brass, and I think there's silver, and I have 0 brass or silver dragons. I also need Tiamat, and I also need Bahamut. Yeah. This guy actually looks a lot like Bahamut, and if I wanted to repaint him as Bahamut, I could do that. And that's if I ever get a huge green dragon. If I ever get a huge green dragon, I could probably repaint this guy as Bahamut. Alright, so hopefully that kind of explained where I'm at with my dragons. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 dragons. And I said I needed, what, 43 dragons to be complete? So I'm about halfway there. But this isn't like a... I'm getting ready to run the second half to that campaign. The Rise of Tiamat is the second half of that adventure campaign. And there are some other dragons that I will need. But actually I think I have enough to run it, but you know me, if you've ever watched any of my videos, you know I'm a completionist. I got to make sure I have everything I need. So I need to get that blue dragon, and then I need to check on some maybe red wormlings, and maybe some larger metallics. And of course, Tiamat. Alright guys, I hope you found this video kind of just interesting, mildly entertaining. And if you want to hear any more about my D&D campaign or anything like that, drop me a comment in my description below. I read all the comments, and it motivates me to make further videos. And I'll catch you next time.